Now we can proceed to talk about presentation techniques. We're gonna talk about camera, walkthrough, render, rendering cloud, interior render, panorama view, and how you can create a virtual reality image directly out of Revit, and how you can use VR glasses to see that image. We're gonna talk about artificial light, night render, exploded views, and next session we're gonna talk about Twinmotion. So you can see three renders here. The first one is out of 3ds Max and Revit. Sorry, 3ds Max and V-Ray. The second one is Revit Cloud, and the third one is out of Twinmotion. So we're gonna talk about this one, Revit in Cloud, and Twinmotion in this class. Let's start by how we can set a camera view in Revit. It would be easier to set the camera on a 2D view, so maybe I would go to the site and we can go and select the camera under 3D view under the view tab. I want to draw a camera somewhere around here, and we see something like this. So first things first, you can take care of some of the dimensions. You can move this up and down, but do not kind of exaggerate in how much you can see, but something like this is good. And another thing which helps you have a better view in your camera view is to actually see what's going on back then, right? So if you go to the properties of the view, of the camera view, and check the box for far clip active, it's gonna show you what's going on behind. It's a very important option. See, it creates a lot of difference. Okay, so that's important to know. Also, if you go back to like your 3D view or something and you cannot see the camera that you just created, you can right click on the camera view and select show camera. So that's the camera that we put there. Okay, you can do that in any view. So I'm gonna hit escape. The camera is not there. Now if you right click on the camera view, show camera, is going to show you the camera. Or the other way to fix it is to select this box, these lines around the camera view, and when it's selected, if you go to the other views, the camera is there. Okay, so now let's take care of some of the settings in the camera view. You can change it to a shaded or something, and notice that it's on show all, so I need to change it to show complete to have everything in order. One of the graphic display options that I like very much is here under the properties. If you go to graphic display, click edit. If you go to background, there's always a known, it's set to known, but in any view you can change this to like gradient, to anything, and you can assign some color, I don't know, to the sky. Okay, and you can assign some color to the horizon. And this is also very interesting if you go to like hidden view, hidden line view. So the lines are hidden, but you still have that background over there. Okay, I want to put this maybe back to shaded. So you can do a lot of things with this. Also, we can turn on the shadows here, and you can try different sun settings to come up with the best shadow. Also, if you are interested on the properties of the view, you can go and change the eye elevation or the target elevation, right? So if I change the target elevation from 76 to like 150 or something, it's like someone is standing here but they're looking up, right? So you can have different views by changing these dimensions here. How about 80? Okay, so this one is kind of like someone is looking a little bit higher. And another parameter which is good to know about it is that if you select the camera, you can go to the size crop, and it's going to show you the size of the printed image, right? So if you print this image, the real size is going to be 15.6 centimeters by about 20 centimeters, right? So you can change it from here. Maybe you want it to be, I don't know, a little bit wider. You can go with 160 by 160, and it's going to change that dimension. So let's say maybe someone else is in charge to put everything on the sheet, and they're going to tell you that you have only 16 centimeters by 20 centimeters, right? So you can adjust that dimension here, and then you can be sure that whatever dimension is here, that's going to be your printed dimension, and it's going to fit in the space that is allocated to this image. Now, how would that dimension help us? If you go to the rendering options, rendering dialog, and change this from screen to printer, you see that 160 by 200 millimeter here. So you can guess where that dimension came from, right? So if you select that size crop and change it to some other number, maybe 16 by 22 centimeters, and if you go to the dialog, you can see that dimension is also changed there. And you can change the density of the image. If you want a really high resolution image, you can go with a higher number for DPI. I guess that's short for dot per inch. Okay, so you can, that number comes from the size of the view. Now maybe you don't want a rendered image, you just want something like this. I'm gonna actually turn the shadow on and see if I can find the best shadow here. Let's go to sun settings. How about we go with one single day, sunrise to sunset, and ground plane at level -1. That's good. I'm gonna say okay, and we can go with previous solar study. What you can do is that you can go frame by frame to see which of these shadows will give you a better visualization. I'm gonna say something like this one maybe. Okay, so let's say you want this image, not a rendered image or something. You can go to the file, export, click on this little thing here to go to images and animations, image. So you can export any image like this, no need to render. That's okay. It's gonna be saved. I want to save it here under week 4, and it's gonna name the file as the name of the Revit file. You can change it maybe to week 4, I don't know, daytime. Okay, and you can hit okay. So this is the image that we just saved.